I really liked the first Alpha and Omega film, so I was quite keen to watch the second one, and in general, it's okay. This is Alpha and Omega 2, a Howl-iday adventure. This was released in 2013, it's directed by Richard Rich and Anthony Bell. It's written by Tom Kane, and we have a voice cast including Kate Higgins, Ben Diskin, Debi Derryberry, and various others. And I guess maybe there'll be spoilers in this for the previous film, so if you haven't seen the previous film, I am about to, I guess, spoil what happens there, because this one is about Kate and Humphrey and their cubs. They have their own little cubs and they're getting ready for the holidays, and then Runt goes missing, their youngest cub, or pup. I think pup is the correct term, but I'm using cub, so I apologise if I mix the two up throughout this. Runt goes missing, they have to try and find him. There are some problems with some other wolves, and it's a little adventure story. It's a way to get to know the new wolf pups as well, which I thought was a really good idea, to kind of focus on them and their characters. So in general, as a story, it works well. I wouldn't say it has a strong holiday feel to it, and according to Wikipedia, it is sometimes just called Alpha and Omega 2. The holiday adventure is not always part of the title, and I feel like calling it just Alpha and Omega 2 would make more sense because it doesn't really have that holiday feel to it. But that aside, the story works well, the pacing is fine, the voice acting's fine. The animation quality is the same as the first film, by which I mean it's not terrible, but every now and then it will look really rough, or some of the movement won't look that great. So it's not perfect. It's definitely by no means the best animation quality, but at the same time, it's not the worst either. So visually, could be better, but it's okay for the most part. Story works well, characters are interesting, the animation is watchable, and it's nice to follow Kate and Humphrey and their pups in this next stage in their life. If you like the first film, I'd say this is absolutely worth watching. If you want to watch this because you want to watch a holiday film, maybe not so much. Probably not going to satisfy that craving. But everything else about it, absolutely fine. And I will watch the next one. I haven't committed to watching them all. There are quite a lot of them. And my biggest question is, how are they going to sustain the narrative? Are we going to have the same characters throughout them? I will find out in due course. But for now, at the very least, I will be watching the third one. Alpha and Omega 2 is not a bad film, not a bad sequel, nice to continue the story, nice to meet the pups. Not the strongest animation, but ultimately, if you liked the first film, I'd say this one's worth checking out.